Remind me again. You gave the talk about your thesis even to the younglings?
Indeed. 3 times, actually.
And the Jedi the Jedi appreciated it?
Oh, they couldn't get enough of it, sir. Why, the younglings I was lecturing loved it so much that not a minute in, they were beating on the door and walls while screaming. Doubtless, this was partially unmitigated joy at hearing my talk, but also because they were infuriated at the disruptive noise of the Jedi and clones who kept insisting on accidentally shooting themselves or leaping out of windows.
Well, it's only to be expected when around Jedi Masters.
Either way, by the end of it, you could practically see the years of wisdom etched on the younglings' faces.
Indeed. Despite 5 rounds of cosmetic surgery, I know that feeling well.
It was a little odd, though. By the end of it, most of them had sadly succumbed to suicide. But a few of them had taken notes, keen to learn more. They were most inquisitive.
I can't quite believe that. It's hard to imagine how twisted they must be. I must meet them. That being said, shouldn't you be on Mustafar by
Master
now?
Windu put a curse on me. If I ever go to Mustafar, I'll be set on fire and lose 3 of my limbs.
Oh, you remembered that.
I drew a picture to express how that would make me feel. Look.
Yes, you've really captured the emotion of being set on fire. I'll make sure this goes up on my fridge.
Thank you. By the way, did you say something before I gave you my picture?
I said? I hadn't heard that. Did Windu curse Anakin Skywalker specifically?
He did.
Well, there we are. Those 2 hours we spent legally changing your name weren't for nothing.
But my name change won't officially go through until the end of next month.
Lord Vader. It's hardly as though it were originally lawyers who came up with the concept of cursing, and they somehow managed to ensure curses always consult legal documentation stored within the system with a view of ensuring they could always have a steady supply of clients looking to change their name to keep themselves safe from curses.
Well, I'm sure you're right.
Take it from me, Anakin. Sheev, Darth Sidious, the Senate Porkins, Palpatine. Curses are more a spirit of the law than a letter of the law thing.
I didn't know your last name was Porkins Palpatine.
Yes, well, neither did I until last week. I can tell you're waiting for me to explain. Please stop waiting for me to explain.
Couldn't I simply avoid the whole issue by lecturing through the holonet?
Reception is a little sporadic out there on Mustafar. Best you go in person. It would break their hearts if they missed even a word of your thesis.
What about sending a recording?
Then you wouldn't be able to hold a Q&A with the audience.
That would be awful. I can't imagine living in a galaxy where beings with even the most rudimentary education were forced to ask others in all sincerity if they'd ever heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise.
Sure, whatever. Look, if you're really worried, I can do a little intervention of my own, just to stay on the safe
I suppose that makes sense. In fact, while you're doing that, why don't I practice my thesis talk by running through it a couple of times with you?
Please, no.